Hi, this is Joanna Sartor reporting for Kata Pictures, here interviewing the director of God Hand.
Well, I'm not necessarily the director, I'm more of the producer, but I did assist in the directing.
Now, some people say that you spent some time in silence just so you could really hear this idea of yours. Can you elaborate more on that?
Well, yes, I went to Greece for a year, and I spent the entire year in silence, only to better understand the sound of a whisper. But I realized that just understanding the sound of a whisper wasn't enough. I needed to understand the sound of life. What is the sound of life?
Now, when you heard the sound of life, did it kind of remind you of the same silence as the silent killer, aka gas excreting from your anus after drinking milk and water?
Actually, no. I thought of, what is that? I thought of that Kung Fu movie, Gordon Liu, yes. I was thinking of that instead, and how the ninja was so silent and killing, and I was like, that is the sound of life and death. Life and death are intertwined, and it has to do with ninjas.
Now, do you think, now that you brought the subject of life and death, would you believe that a ninja could take care of an infant child? Better yet, not just any infant child, but say a baby Jesus.
Of course. I mean, if you think about it, ninjas are highly trained at everything. So, of course, their training includes taking care of children of God.
Now that I know that ninjas are great deceivers, they're master of disguise, but would it be possible for a ninja to breastfeed an infant?
What I've learned is anything is possible. And they, like I said, they're trained for everything, so I'm sure breastfeeding is one of those things. I mean, they can, leap off mountains, so breastfeeding, quite simple for them.
Now, do you think teething would bother them during this time of breastfeeding?
Of course not. They're trained to endure any kind of pain. Teething, that's nothing to them. They will be like, oh, teeth me some more. Give me more pain. They'll take it like a champ.
Now, discuss your crew in God Hand. Let's get back to the movie. I'm sorry that I kind of went off track there. But how is it working with Jeff Cachero?
Working with Jeff Cachero is like working with an inner self. There's a very much a piece to it. I'm always good at feeling out what he's thinking, and he's always good at feeling out what I'm thinking. So it's the same thing like with working yourself. You work with yourself very well, then you're good. It's like there's some conflict and there's some decisions making to be had, but in reality it flows very naturally. It's like a river going downstream and down to a waterfall, into another river, going into the ocean. That's how it flows. With no dam built by man.
Now, I'm actually a big fan of your style of directing. I've been following RPG Parade, and people have actually said that I look like a character in there that goes by the name of Kuya. So I'm quite a fan. But I'm really excited to ask you, how is it working with bad boy actor Cesar Apparato?
Cesar Apparato, he's quite an interesting character, and he's on set, he's always drinking and smoking and offering it to, like, Abigail. She's only 11, and he has really no idea of social boundaries. He was this close to my face when we first met, and he was just yelling at the top of his lungs about how he loves to, what was it? Party with the drunken one-legged whores in Thailand. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know where he gets this from. I don't know if he really been to Thailand. If he has, it's great. But in the end, he's a great actor, and he's easy to work with. When we're on set, he's about business. It goes from, oh, I'm this crazy loon, to let's get things done. And he's absolutely fantastic.
I was really impressed that even though it was a small part, he seemed like he really wanted to be part of this project. Now, your new stars of the movie, you know, first time actor Alex Kiddonakis, I believe. Kiddonakis and Joseph Garcia, is that correct?
That is correct.
Catherine Munda, Misa Mendoza. They're just amazing. I seen clips of the movie. Let's show a clip of the movie. So, I would just like to ask you, how is it working with all these new faces?
Well, it's fantastic. What can I say? I've worked with RPG Parade Crew for about 5 years now, almost, and they are great. Working with these new actors and actresses is a treat because they all just want to make a movie. They're not really there to, you know, I would say they're not serious about it. They're very, very serious about making a movie. They've shown their dedication by, you know, whether it's I need them to practice the lines more and they practice on them by themselves, or I need to meet up with them for something, or to reshoot a scene. I can't ask for a better crew, honestly. They are brilliant.
And that is amazing. And I cannot wait for opening night. Thank you for the interview,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Jean-Claude Orda.
Thank you.